Morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. You guys ready to get started? All right. Sorry, no matter how hard I try, and I was here at 8:30. No matter how hard I try, we're getting started late. So let's see, real quick. This isn't the first one after the pitch contest, but I'm still riding that high, and I just want to say that that pitch contest was amazing, and I'm so glad that it went off as well as it did. I literally cannot wait to see all of the video footage put together and presented officially. It's going to be amazing, and there's already talk about us doing it next year, so something else to look forward to. It's great. I see a few new faces in the room. If this is your first time at 1 Million Cups, can you just raise your hand for me? 3 people. Awesome. 3. 4? Is that 4? So the reason I'm asking for your hand to go up in the air is because 1 Million Cups has sent gifts for you. So you should be more anxious to put your hand up in the air next time, right? Free gifts. Casey's got a notebook, a pen, and a sticker for you. I hope that you use it today to take notes, either on what you'd like to share with the presenter, or maybe something that inspired you to take back to your own business, or something completely unrelated, like what you need to buy at the grocery store. Whatever, use it. It's yours. All right. There's one date in December that we are not meeting, but every Wednesday morning outside of that one day at 9 a.m., you can expect us here. As you can see, we have a really great community of people who show up on a regular basis. Today, we have 2 presenters, but ordinarily we only have 1. Given that we have 2 presenters, I am going to have to be a little bit more strict about that 6-minute rule. After the 6 minutes of presentation, they get 20 minutes of Q&A from all of us. And as I've already told some of the people, one of the people who is new for today, I need you to understand as the audience that the people who stand up here are here because they want our feedback. They want us to point out things that they don't see about their own businesses. So please, by all means, take notes and think of things that you can share with them. And if you are too uncomfortable to take the mic and share it in public, hook up with them afterwards, because that is why they're here. They're looking for our help, and they deserve to get that from us. So thank you ahead of time. Donuts, courtesy of Hero Donuts in Trilith. Coffee is courtesy, well, technically Cody Media pays for the coffee. It comes from Foxtail, who gives Cody Media a discount. And thanks to Ron, it's delivered from Foxtail here. So it is a community effort to get us coffee in the morning. But 1 Million Cups mantra is to caffeinate entrepreneurs every Wednesday. So we have to have coffee, right? Does everybody have their coffee? Everybody feeling awake and good? All right, I love it. Thumbs up and woos. Jason Hunter Design, specifically Casey, thank you for organizing and promoting the event, because otherwise you guys wouldn't know where to go or who is talking. But now I'm done talking. We are going to invite up our first presenter, which is a company called Nudge, and I'm going to let him tell you all about it. You ready? Yeah.
I'm going to go without the microphone if that's okay. Kevin. I'm going to go with the microphone. Okay. Is this a good volume here? Thank you. All righty. Awesome. Well, thank you for having me, Jason. This is a passion project of mine. My name is Brandon Hannon, and this is Nudge, and this is your one-stop resource for all the wellness-enhancing opportunities in your city, where members can get healthy and win big. I'm formally trained in economics, so the name Nudge came from something called nudge theory in economics, which is a small, non-coercive change to the environment that influences behavior in predictable ways. People are nudged towards certain behaviors after certain choices are made more convenient or appealing, and it helps people make better health and wellness decisions. Next slide. So if we zoom out a little bit, the health and wellness industry in the US is booming. This is McKinsey & Company. Almost $500 billion and growing is spent on wellness each year. And I think that number is a little bit higher, especially in places like the area we live in. And so given that fact, there's a huge demand for wellness. There's a lot of options. I own a fitness center called Laboratory Fitness in Peachtree City. And over the past 2 years, there's 2 very stark facts that are sort of burned in my brain that sort of led to the genesis of Nudge. The first one is that our wellness industry is very segmented. You have, a gym here, a spa here, an IV drips therapy place here, and there's a lot of segmentation across the board, and not a huge amount. There's no agnostic, overarching umbrella that's sort of uniting everyone's forces, generating referrals, and allowing people to access different pillars of health. So that's one thing that I've noticed. The other thing I've noticed going to events, I'm sure Chan can attest to this, but going to all kinds of events and doing talks, there's a lot of people looking at this pool. There's a lot of people already actively engaged in all kinds of wellness. But there's even more people standing on the edge of the pool, dipping their toe in, or maybe they jump off the diving board for 2 weeks and get back out, right? So those two facts really led to my decision to come across Nudge. So I'll tell you a little bit of a story. So my wife and I are walking out of Mike and C's, and I'm just always thinking about these two things in the back of my mind. We walk out of Mike and C's, and there's a Stars Mill football player, and he sells us one of those discount cards. And so we see a Lowe's $20 savings. Oh, great. We can make our money back on this and more. And that right there, I went home, I sat there and looked at the card, and I was like, this, we could maybe run with this. And so that's essentially what Nudge is. It's a online resource where all wellness enhancing businesses, Chan is one of our first partners. There's 27 partners at the moment. But it's where wellness enhancing businesses can have a listing on a singular website. There's 3 categories. There's fuel, there's restore, and there's move. And the job of Nudge is to collectively promote all the wellness opportunities in our area. So you would say, okay, it's free to become a partner. So how does Nudge make money, right? Well, the goal is that the member would have some skin in the game. So it's $10 a month to join the platform. And then you're thinking, okay, $10 a month, for some discounts, for some perks. I don't know. Would that be enough to have you jump in the water and engage in wellness? For some people, maybe. But as the discount card idea started generating more traction, we added a few things to it. And I think the most powerful component that's going to be a part of Nudge is gather events. So bringing people together. For example, if the IV drip therapy studio wanted to host Monopoly night once a month, Nudge would promote that for them. It would get potential new customers into their, doing an event with them, and they can then educate them about IV services. So it can be as creative as you want, but the goal is to bring people who are interested, who are on the fence about engaging in some area of wellness, and bring them in to the community. Let's see. So go to the next slide. So this is a little doodle. I apologize. It's the best I can do with technology. And it's an automated voice, but I'm working on making this more professional. Let's see if it plays. Oh, yes. Doesn't look like it has volume. All right. So I'll just narrate it. Or wait. Oh, I can hear it a little bit. Keep going. So I'll close by a very brief, what is Nudge actually? So you become a member, you get a rewards card on your phone. There's no integration with the business, no interruption to ordinary course of business with partners. Goes into your wallet, your Apple Wallet. Looks like this. There's a QR code on it. You have the ability to then go visit Chan at Hot Works Yoga and take advantage of the free class she's offering. When you do that, you scan your card, you earn rewards points. The rewards points then go into periodic raffles throughout the year. In July, we're giving away a 7-day all-inclusive vacation to Cancun, airfare included. So about a $7,000 prize. My goal eventually is to give away cars, but we have to start somewhere. So that's the sort of gamification and the incentive, the nudge to propel people to engage in all areas of wellness. And with that, is that over 6 minutes? Okay.
What can we as a community do for you?
So this is honestly the first time I've spoken about this in like a public setting. So really any feedback is welcome at this point. Nudge is not live yet. The website will be done at the end of December. So I am primarily interested in looking for marketing ideas, maybe a marketing company. But any marketing ideas or any ways that, things that you like or dislike about this concept.
The longest cable ever.
As someone who does marketing, what would be the benefit for the average consumer?
The benefit for the average consumer is they get exposed to opportunities in their city to improve their health. So when I was Googling, I probably came up with 250 businesses to reach out to about being a partner. You go down these rabbit holes. There's no spot where you can see them all right there. So as a consumer, you can see everything in one place. You can go sample things. You can take advantage of a discount and then stick. Then it's up to the business to retain you as a long-term customer.
So who would be I just came in late.
Mm-hmm.
So who would be the ideal client?
That's a great question. At this stage in the game, I think that Nudge makes for an exceptional employee wellness perk. It's $120 per year per employee, and we would essentially take over an arm of a business's wellness program.
Okay, so basically a group or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So just to understand, this is like a wellness aggregator where you get all the local health and wellness businesses onto the same website to offer their services.
Yeah, and offer some kind of perk, deal, freebie to the members, as well as a social opportunity if the businesses want to.
So your main monetization method would be charging the businesses who join the website?
No, I'm actually flipping that completely on its head. So the businesses, the partners, can join for free. No cost to the business to join. So in theory, I would like for every single wellness enhancing business to be a part of it because it's free advertising. Where the monetization initially will come from the members joining or an employer paying for it for their employees. Eventually we could, I think it's an app that, then you could go all over the place with ads and whatnot.
Just curious, do you think it would be more profitable to charge the actual customers instead of the businesses to join? Or is it?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm charging the customers, the and pay to do things like this. I think a free resource as a consumer is an unused resource in a lot of ways. So if you have $10 a month in the game,
maybe that'll make you more likely to engage.
I understand that. As far as other monetization methods, have you thought about maybe running ads on the side or offering other products, maybe an ebook on getting started with wellness, just to get people's foot in the door?
I
Emails.
I love that idea. Yeah, like a top end of the funnel. Yeah, not a whole lot. I'm kind of working on this at midnight, after the kids asleep, but that's a great idea. Something I'll take into consideration for sure. Good question. Over here.
So when you started talking, it just reminded me of the Health Lifestyle Network. Are you familiar with that? Because that could be a great group to partner with because they already have a huge database, right, of all the wellness and I think there's a lot of acupuncturists, like not only physical activity, but a lot of the wellness businesses. So that would be a cool thing to get it under your umbrella, I would think.
Yeah, so I've talked to Lamora some. She also has a space, an event space, which I think would make an ideal place for the gather events. But yeah, that's